Hi, everybody. Today we are going to review old menu structure versus new menu structure, which is going to be released this weekend, May 20th and 21st of 2017. So we wanted to make sure that you were able to get up and running very quickly once you logged in and noticed that something was a little bit different. So let's take a look what we have out there currently, and then we'll jump over to what's going to happen, and we'll try to parallel how to use each of the new features that are out there and available for you. So you'll notice when you come in right to QuikStrike, you're going to land on whatever your home page happens to be. A lot of versions have this benchmark page. Some will have the product summary page. But as you recall, as you click on each of these menu items, you're going to get a drop down of what different information is available underneath that item. So what we have done is we're going to try to move away from this and move towards something that looks like the following. So here we are. Everything looks fairly similar here. You'll notice that we have a new menu item here over here called Quick Menu. We still have the same market reports, intraday, futures info, etc. But now when I click on market reports, which actually was market dashboard in the old version, we click on market reports. Now instead of having a drop down, most of these menu items are going to jump to one click. We are behind on a couple of them, which will be released in the near term, but we're moving towards this functionality in general. So now when I open up or click on a menu item, I'm going to be seeing everything that's available as part of this market reports section. Okay, and you'll notice that there are 9 items here, and if I come over here and click, you're going to see those same 9 items over here. Okay, along with a reference to the market dashboard home if you ever want to get back to it without having to go up here to click the main menu item. So some new functionality that's available as well. You'll notice there's a little lightning bolt on each of the views. Okay, you'll also notice that some are gray and some are yellow. So what we've done here is give you the ability to create what we're calling the quick menu. Okay, so I've chosen 3 on this on this menu section on market reports, and I can continue to build my quick menu as I find things that I like or that I want to have quick access to via a single place. Because what we find is a lot of times people have a certain set of views that they like to use, and sometimes if they haven't used one in a while, or if they were just sort of discovering something, they want to remember it, but then they can't remember how they got there, so it happens. So we try to make it easier so people can find out how to get there very easily just by clicking the lightning bolt when they first visit the overall page. Or as you might have noticed, there's also a lightning bolt over here, and you're going to see this lightning bolt in every view. So if you actually land on a page and you like that and you want to remember it, you don't have to write it down anymore or do anything specifically difficult. Now you can just click on that little lightning bolt, and it's going to add this menu item to your quick menu list. And I'm not clicking on it because I'm trying to build up the anticipation of what that's going to look like. It's pretty simple, but I want to go through the whole menu structure to see exactly, to build out exactly what you're going to see in that menu. So as I flip through each of these different menu items, you'll see intraday activity has 3 items that are available in this view. I've checked 1. Futures info has a few. In this case, because of the product we're on, there are more in other products. Contract summary is the one difference, or one of the 2 or 3 differences. We don't have a landing page for this just yet. It may or it may not, but you will notice that the lightning bolt is checked, so it's going to show up in the quick menu. There's also pricing sheets. I have 1 checked. Pricing tools, 1 checked. Analysis tools, 1 checked. And you'll see vol tools. We're still not quite there yet with the landing page. Risk tools, the same thing. Option matrix, we are there with the landing page, and you probably, if you've visited this page, you might not even notice that there's so many different views that are available underneath this one single menu click. So I have OI and volume checked, and Manage QuikStrike will eventually see the same thing, and other stuff is just for things that are not quite ready for prime time, but we release out there just for some people's viewing pleasure. Okay, so now that I've built all those up, what do we have? So I can go over to the quick menu, and you see everything is listed, and it's going to be listed as you check the items. So the last thing you checked is going to be as the last item in the menu. So let's see how that works. So say I want to have the expiration matrix home here as a quick menu item. I can click on that, and it's going to show up down here. If If I find I don't use something as much or I don't want it in there, I can just get rid of it right there. Okay, so and uh, and you'll also notice here there's a QuikVol active expirations link. That means only one thing, is that you can then have access to the QuikVol menu items that are over here, and you can create shortcuts to these as well. So you'll notice there it is. So anything that I build out here, I can then click, and then it's no more having to go to QuikVol and then go to the item and then move to the view. So it's all very easily available right from this quick menu drop down. And I can click on this, and I'm going to go right back to QuikStrike, and there I am. So I can move back and forth rather easily between QuikStrike and QuikVol. Okay, so one other thing that I want, or two, maybe two other things, depending on how much longer I want this video to go. You'll notice, or you may have noticed, that I'm going to sign out here. When I logged in on the benchmark page, okay? So now what I can do as well, so say I come over to quick menu, and I always find myself in the morning going to open interest, settle, and detail because I want to see how things have changed in OI, that kind of stuff. So now what you can do over here in the quick tool section, I can come over and say set as the startup view. So now when I set that, this is now my startup view, and you can see that in your preferences. If you ever want to turn that off as your startup view, you can clear it, or you can easily change it just by going to another menu item. I come over here to At the Money Straddles and Updates, okay, and I can come to Quick Tools, set my startup view here, and it has been done, and you'll notice that it is now my quick menu, or my startup page there. So you have a little bit more control of where you land when you come in. You have the ability to save things much more easily and quickly. And now instead of if you're using only 5 or 6 pages, now you can just create those 5 or 6 pages right here. So one more thing, since we have a few more minutes, we're probably going to end up being about 10 minutes on this video, so give me a couple more minutes. So quick menu is going to take you to a particular view within the product that you're currently looking at for information. Okay, so there is the ability to create favorites. Okay, so you'll see over here I have one favorite. Now the difference between favorites and the quick menu is the following. Let's go over to agricultural stuff and go to corn. Now, when I move within the quick menu here, it's always going to take me to that view within the same product. If I want to create a link that changes products, goes to a different view and to a different tab, I can create a favorite. So now when I click on this favorite, it's going to change the context of the product over to crude and take me over to the 1 week futures chart for crude oil. So now let's go back to corn, and I'll show you how to do a favorite if you're not familiar with how to do that. Some people are surprised that that is there, but if you click on the star, okay, I can now say this is my corn shortcut for futures. Okay, and I can save this. And now you'll see there's my crude 1 week chart and my corn shortcut futures. And you'll notice that when I'm on that view, this little star is highlighted, and you'll see the same thing exists when I go over to the crude. That star is still highlighted. But if I happen to switch to today, that star's gone. So you have really nice granular detail when you are using the favorites, because it will go to a product, to a view, and to a specific tab, where the quick menus are going to go to that particular view within the context of that product, and it will go to the tab that was last visited when you were on that view in the past. So that is it for now. Please take some time to play around with the new menu and the ability to save a quick menu list of items that you visit on a regular basis, and have a look at favorites. I think that you'll find them very useful, as well as the new custom landing page when you log in. Take care and talk to you soon.